So good morning, Lebanon. I don't know what you do in your attic on a day like this. I'm here with Joshua Aguirre, and we're in the attic or his gym, his dojo where he works out. And if you don't know Joshua, well, today's your day. I'm here to introduce you to Joshua Aguirre on his home field. I actually did this about 4 years ago, and I'll be posting that earlier video. I have to go find it, and I'll post it behind this one. But I'm very pleased to be here with Josh and give you a little idea of where he works out and the accomplishments that he has. So, Joshua, say hello to our crowd just so they know you're really here.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Aguirre. I hope you all are having a great day.
So, I wanted to bring you a little bit up to speed. About 4 years ago, I met Joshua in this very space. There were a few less gold medals, probably 100 less. I believe at that time you were in the 120s, and now you're in the 200 plus category.
Yes, sir.
What's the number? I know you know it.
The number of
How many gold?
how many goals? Over 250 gold medals.
250. And also here you're going to find along the wall, uh, these are all citations from around the world. First
First poom.
citation for his first poom,
First degree.
first degree. So that was kind of the ticket to get your first degree black belt.
Yes, sir.
So that comes from the International Taekwondo Foundation. We have things from the United States Taekwondo Foundation. Uh, senators, governors, the mayor, Mayor Capello. So many things going on in here, and so many recognitions over these last several years. Many of these have been earned uh, during COVID
Yes,
when
sir.
these competitions were online and you were competing right here
Yes, sir.
by cell phone.
By cell phone or by computer.
And that yields gold medals and trophies and citations. And where are you now? What level degree black belt?
I'm a third degree black belt.
So I'm sitting here with the youngest first degree black belt in the world. One of the top, you weren't the first second degree. And then the last I talked, they were confirming that you were the first third degree black belt for your age, the youngest.
Yes, sir.
And so has that been confirmed?
Yes,
As far
sir.
as you know.
As far as I know, yes, sir.
So he's also the first degree, third degree black belt, not in Lebanon and not in Pennsylvania. We're talking about the Taekwondo world. And as you know, Taekwondo comes from Korea.
Yes, sir.
And so on their home turf, it's kind of like soccer around the world. We know the pandemonium that goes with soccer, and it's coming to the United States. It's certainly building. Taekwondo originated in Korea, and here's an American that is dominating the Taekwondo world for his age everywhere he goes. And recently, that was Colombia.
Yes, sir. In Cartagena Open.
And is that a big deal? Is that a big one?
Well, sir, it was one of my latest tournaments that I've been to. It was very fun. There were a lot of different competitors from different ages that I had to compete against, with also different divisions. So the Cartagena Open was the Classic of the Caribbean, where I competed in. Then was the AU Nationals. That was my latest tournament I have done. There were a lot of amazing competitors too.
And I believe in Colombia, you went up against did your father tell me, 95, 97 other countries
Yes, sir.
that had brought competitors. So we're so fortunate to have Josh here in our community, in my Lebanon, that I just love to come here and put a spotlight on him. Uh, AAU, you came back with how many medals? That was five.
4 medals.
Four medals. So, and now you've kind of branched out into other disciplines. So you're taking medals for what categories? Which competitions?
Well, sir, it actually comes like divisions. So right now I'm in the 12, 13, 12, 14 division, where I have to compete against 12 to 14-year-olds in anything that I do.
And you're 11.
Yes, sir, but in Korea they count my year older, since my birthday's in December, they already counted like a different year.
Oh,
So I'm older, 1 year older.
so you're the youngest older guy out there.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. So, sorry, I didn't want to throw you off track. You took 4 gold medals at the AAU, and so which categories?
Okay, so there were different categories I competed in. There was traditional weapon, there was creative weapon, there was traditional form, WT, World Taekwondo Federation. There was also Tan Sudo and many more.
So he has a little bit of a background. It's been fun to watch this journey because when I do meet up with Joshua at different events, he's telling me the different things. So now you're working with weapons.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we've all seen your videos with the nunchucks. You've got that down pretty well. Do you ever whack yourself with one of those?
Many times practicing.
That's what all the hair is for. That to keep your head safe.
Yes, sir.
And he
It's
has
like
a
a
lot of
helmet.
safety equipment around here, so this isn't completely crazy.
Yes, sir.
But it's always a pleasure of mine to meet up with Joshua, see what he's done, recap, and to know that this is happening uh, right here in an attic of a home. Today we're sitting here with an air conditioner running, so it's only about 90 when
90
we came
degrees.
up, and it's cooling down now. That's one of the reasons I picked the floor because that's where the cold
Yes,
air
I'm
was.
very happy that it is cooler now.
So, what's your next adventure? Where are you heading next?
So there are many plans for the future that we're really working hard for. There are a few other tournaments, maybe Korea at the end of the year. I'm also working very hard to continue helping as many kids as possible with the foundation. I'm also going to be participating in the August 5, the back to school event, to help kids be able to get ready for back to school days. So that's pretty much the plans that we have so far.
But you're going to compete in another 2 weeks. You're going somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Where are you heading?
I was leaving that for the last thing.
Oh no, that's the build-up. That's what
That's
we
the
need to
build-up.
know right
That's the
now.
build-up. So one of my favorite competitions I've gone so far, I'm soon going to the Junior Olympics in Iowa.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you been to Iowa?
No, never.
I can see why they have taekwondo there. It's a big flat place with lots of corn.
Yes.
And I don't mean to disrespect Iowa. Why Iowa?
Well,
Is that an Olympic training center?
so the Junior Olympics, they pick different states,
Oh, okay.
different years. So it usually depends on what they pick, where to go. That's where you can compete in. So it's definitely just up to them, their team. They ask for where to go. Doesn't really doesn't really ask the competitors where you want them to go or
Sure.
anything. They do it randomly for some reason.
So Iowa.
Iowa.
And then
So exciting.
so Junior Olympics, and you'll be participating in how many events there?
Oof, like almost all of them, probably.
So that would be 4 or 5.
7 to 8, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
And so that's with the different
in
forms and
one
the
day.
different weapons in one day.
In one day.
Well, then the heat's a good thing for you.
Yeah.
You'll be ready you can work under the heat.
Perfect.
So, one of my purposes for being here today, Joshua has been running around, and many of you know he has his Joshua Aguirre Foundation, where he's bringing money to other children to get them out competing, help them with equipment, and he's successful. You've seen many of those things that we've covered. He forgot one thing. There are costs to what he does, and he's raised money for other people, but he hasn't raised money for himself. And so I heard that last night, and I know that there's a need to help him get to Iowa. And then you have another competition, which I don't recall right now, but the Junior Olympics in Iowa is the big stepping stone right now.
Yes, sir.
I know many of you love to watch these pieces, and I know that you respond. Here's an opportunity. I'm going to add a link to this that you can go to his joshuaaguirre.com and make a donation. Every little bit's going to help in getting him traveling expenses and expenses for the competitions, which, if you're doing them all, that's got to be quite a few entry fees.
Yes, sir.
So it was my idea to come out and showcase them a little bit this morning to bring you up to speed, but also look to your help. Here's a young man that I think we can all embrace. This is what we want to see from our youth. You're going to see it if you watch the next video that I've shared, because I don't know what you were doing at 8 or 9 years old, or if you had a vision, maybe you wanted a new bike or you wanted a puppy. Here's a young man that had the vision then of going to the Olympics. He's still on that path, and I'd say from the look around the room, he's doing okay. So whatever you can do to help support him and keep him on his path, I think these are the kind of people that we want to support all the time. So we'll have Joshua, we'll have that link for you to his website. It's a PayPal link. That monies will be used to help support his travel expenses and meals, because it's not a one-man gig, and you're not going to send. How old are you? 11.
11 years old.
Yeah, so 11. He's not going to be driving out there.
Nope, not yet. Because I have to wait a little while.
So just to help the family get along and get through these competitions. And also, what a great way to show your support, because I have a feeling if he has a couple bucks left over, he's going to sponsor somebody to do something else. Just a guess. But we certainly appreciate your help. I know when I talk with the family, they've been throwing themselves into getting into these competitions, and now that he's just come back from Colombia, a little more expensive than expected. Iowa, if you want something other than corn, it might be expensive to be there. Who knows?
Who knows?
But it's your opportunity to just give a high five. So $5, $10, $25, all these things are going to be, they're going to add up, and you know that they do.
Everything counts.
Everything counts. But you get behind a young man that has a real quality background, and who knows, your child may be the next one that sees $1,000 grant or a $500 grant or whatever you've been handing out. I saw you do a $1,200 grant, I think, the one day.
Yes, sir. I gave 3 kids that money to be able to afford the sport that they were doing, taekwondo.
That's right.
Arts.
That's the one I recall. And so you've done that numerous times. So I love the spirit. Of course, the talent is unmistakable, because he's got the proof. I'm looking at these huge medals from AAU and the larger ones from the World Cup. So World Cup of Taekwondo was held where?
So the World Cup of Taekwondo.
I see you have World Cup medals up there, the large round ones.
Oh, you mean the one with the dragon?
No, to the right, over next to the AAU.
Oh, those?
Yes.
Okay, so the World Cup was held in. So the World Cup had many different states and countries over there competing. So you can see that the medal has different flags.
Yes.
So there are a lot of competitors competing there in the World Cup.
I would imagine.
It was so much fun. It was so big. There were different divisions.
So do you get nervous when you show up and you know you're at the Junior Olympics or AAU or the World Cup? Because they sound real heavy.
So all I can say is I don't really get nervous in any situation. I'm just very confident of what I can do and what I practice for in tournaments and also in my normal life. So all I can say, I never get nervous, so I feel ready for anything. I can do anything that I want to achieve.
You know, the clips that I've seen, you never look nervous. You look very focused, and what an opportunity. What an opportunity. He's all over the world, and has Korea on his sights for this year, but Junior Olympics in Iowa. You'll be seeing Joshua. He pops in at a lot of our events locally, and going to continue to do that. So make sure you take a moment, help sponsor him if you can, and keep watching his progress, because this young man's on a path. It's very fun to watch, and you'll see that again, comparing to where he was when we did the first video compared to today. Not a lot has changed. The wall's changed a little bit because his stuff has moved around here in his, I want to say, play space, your workout space, your dojo. It's just quite the thing to see, and you don't see the ones we're looking at. Grand champion. It's all signed by the competitors apparently. International Taekwondo champion. You were the Grand Marshal. Oh, this was from our local parade.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right. We had you as our parade marshal for the CLA holiday parade a couple of years ago.
Yes, sir.
So
That
you
was
get
so much fun.
well, you get to have a lot of fun.
A lot.
So thanks for your time and attention today, Joshua. As always, thanks for your time,
No, thank you,
um,
sir.
and thanks for turning on the air conditioner for an old
Of
guy.
course. So, my only message to everyone watching, please never give up, follow your dreams, follow your passion, and I hope everyone has an amazing day.
And again, that's a message that hasn't really changed.
Nope, that's the same message I always want to give everyone because many great things can happen in the future, and you always have to believe that you can achieve everything and never give up.
So, if, as my friend Tony Robbins likes to say, your past doesn't dictate your future. So if you go out and you blow it and don't come back with the gold, you can always do that next month and try it again.
Yes, of course, it's always an experience that you get from anything that you might not like. Let's say if you lose a tournament or if you don't get a job, you can't give up. You just have to keep working hard, keep searching, and never give up.
And then you get a wall of gold medals because that mental attitude just doesn't show up. What do you read? Where do you get this inspiration?
Well, I get this inspiration from myself because I tell myself every day to never give up. Every time I wake up, I always work hard. I never give up. I always tell myself to have passion in myself because I can achieve anything that I want. Like, for example, my dreams that I have, I've believed that I can achieve to have my foundation to help kids. I have that now. And I wish to achieve to go to the Olympics one day. Who knows? I just have to keep believing, never give up, and keep working hard to be able to achieve that dream.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So I didn't have this attitude when I was 11. I know it, but kudos to you and all the best at your upcoming competitions. Thank you, Lebanon, for all the support that you show all the time.
Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for supporting me in any way. And also, please, I hope everyone never gives up. Follow your dreams, follow your passion, and I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go down where it's cool.